So this poster was presented by our partners at the Mind Clinic. That's the Michigan Institute for Neurological Disorders. It included Dr. Rossman, Dr. Budoris, Dr. Belkin, and Dr. Ganyu, who was the first author on this poster. This poster is focused on results from the MSDA test, the Multiple Sclerosis Disease Activity test. It's a clinically validated multi-protein assay that's used for disease activity assessments. And in this poster, we are focused on results observed in a real-world setting. So the MSDA test is commercially available. It's currently in use in over 30 clinics across the United States. That represents a mix of academic centers, health systems, and independent clinics. The MSDA test measures the concentration of 18 proteins, and an algorithm is used to determine an overall disease activity score. That's on a scale of 1 to 10. And we've also established thresholds that correspond to the level of disease activity. So low, moderate, or high disease activity. Additionally, there's 4 disease pathway scores that are reported: immunomodulation, neuroinflammation, myelin biology, and neuroaxonal integrity. And we also report the concentrations of the 18 proteins and their percentiles relative to an MS population. The Mind Clinic was one of the early adopters of the MSDA test, and therefore they have quite a large number of patient samples in a real-world setting that they were able to evaluate. So a case series was presented for 5 individual patients, and these represented a diverse set of clinical scenarios in terms of disease duration, the DMT the patient was on, and the reason the test was ordered. The overall conclusion across these 5 case studies was that the disease activity score correlated with clinical relapse, radiographic evidence of brain and spinal disease, and therapeutic efficacy. Patients were established as having low, moderate, and high levels of disease activity, as I described earlier, and we had examples from each one of those categorizations. So they concluded that the MSDA test can be used to verify clinical stability and may support the decision to alter therapy. There were several examples of that in the case studies. These were all individual time points presented, so a baseline assessment of the patient, and the plan is to follow these patients longitudinally to provide additional insights that could impact clinical decision-making. We're really excited to see our partners utilizing the test in real-world scenarios. It helps them augment the clinical and radiographic assessments used for clinical decision-making. We're currently expanding to additional clinics. We're also starting to integrate the other products we offer as part of our comprehensive precision care solution for MS. So we have an enhanced MRI insights program that's MS-specific reports, advanced QC powered by AI and machine learning, with Octave staff neuroradiologist interpretation that helps to contextualize the findings. We also have a clinical insights program that consists of a mobile application plus sensors and wearables to track symptoms and DMT adherence. And notably, we have MS certified nurse care partners that are interacting with patients between their doctor's visits. So we're bringing all of these tools together to improve outcomes for patients, to help physicians care for their patients. And we think there's a great deal of value that this can add to pharma who's developing drugs as well. Our goal is to really change the paradigm of care for MS and, most importantly, improve outcomes for patients.